this new course is like tenfold more difficult. So I'm quite nervous and scared about whether I'll be good enough, but I'll definitely have help. Like, I'll definitely have help, and the teachers have given me a list of a few different people I can contact if I need help, which is good.
And a part of me thinks, at least this is how I've kind of dealt with it with this thing in my recovery, is taking on an attitude of like, I'll never know if I can do it until I try it. So I kind of more often than not tend to, and this might not be advised, but I feel like I tend to kind of just jump head first into something new. If I'm like, oh, I want to start working full time, like me personally, I didn't ease into it or anything. I just kind of did it. And I know, Tawnie, you did the same thing. Yeah. And it was tough for me, definitely, especially in the beginning, to like get accustomed to working a full day and like having to be cognitively on just all the time and engaged in it. I got very, very tired, and I still get very, very tired, but definitely there's been an adjustment. I'm a lot better at managing the fatigue and long work days now, but it's still something that I'm constantly working on.
I think what you said was perfect. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just, I'm thinking, I don't know that I would ever be good at working full time. And you said you do work on managing to work full time energy wise. And how do you cope energy wise with working full time?
So I guess for me, what I do is I take lots and lots of breaks during the day. So especially now I'm working from home, it's easier to just like, get up for 5 minutes, walk around and come back. Like I do that a lot. The breaks are huge for me because sometimes my brain gets like fried, so to speak. And if I'm not taking breaks, so I need to like at least get up and walk around a little bit every hour. Like just a little something to kind of like give my mind a break from like working on spreadsheets and whatever it is that I'm doing that day.
I totally agree. I definitely think it's breaks, and it is like, it's kind of like a muscle. It's like exercising. Like you can't just like go right in and like think you're going to do great. Like you have to slowly build yourself up. I mean, like I remember my doctor, I was only allowed to work for 5 hours, and that was brutal. Like by hour 3, I was like, the headache was strong. I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I feel like I want to pass out. And I look back now and I wish I would have maybe taken more time, but like, because I had to, I kind of pushed through, and your body is pretty amazing what it can get used to. But taking those breaks, and like everyone I worked with was very conscious of being like, you need, like, if you need to leave early, if you need to take a break. So talking to those people around you, and the breaks are like key. And mine were like, I wouldn't want to walk around. It's like, I just want to go lay in my bed, the lights off, and just like lay there.
And your body and your brain do adjust. At least that's what I've found. Like, I didn't think I could work an 8-hour day, and then I find myself working a 12-hour day or more, like if the situation calls for it. So it's definitely like a muscle, like Tawnie was saying, like building it up. Like I wasn't always like that, of course, but over time, like I start doing like 8 to 4, or like 9 to 5, like standard hours. And then as the year went on, we got busier, and I was able to have like some longer days here and there. And I mean, this being said, like whenever I do have to work like a long time, I do find myself like catching up extremely a lot on sleep during the weekends, or whenever I do have the chance.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. But what I do want to say is you can go, and I've noticed it. It's like I can push for about 4 days, but day 5 and 6, my body is like, you need extra sleep. Yeah. Like it's not, and because we don't recharge every night. So just because like I'm still 4 years out, and I'm still like, Tawnie, why can we not learn every week? Like you need to take a break midweek, because by Friday you're
burnt out, and the recovery time is longer. Like it takes if you go for like 4 days or something, it's going to take like at least another 4 days to recover from that, I find.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, I worked yesterday on Sunday for a few hours as a carer, with this guy in a wheelchair, taking him to the shops. And yesterday when I woke up at 6 and I went for a long walk, and I've been doing that most days for about a week now. And I thought I'll set my alarm for 6 a.m. this morning, and it went off, and I thought, no. So I changed it, so I got an extra hour sleep this morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
But good. That's good to listen. In fact, that's what today I was like, we have this and other things, so I need to take it easier. I also hit the snooze. I was like, you got an interview later. You may need to snooze your alarm.
Exactly. And now, just to be conscious of time, this meeting is going to end in about 5 minutes, so maybe we can wrap up. Julian, wondering if you have any bits of advice you would like to give to anyone who will be watching this episode, or key things that you've learned. I don't know, whatever you want, honestly.
If you've had a stroke or if you've had a brain injury, just be kind to yourself and don't try to do too much. Just do as much as you can and enjoy life, because otherwise what's the reason for life if you can't enjoy it?
I love that. You can't.
It's beautiful.
That's the reason. So beautifully stated.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think we can probably, I'm just going to stop the recording here.